Good morning everyone. So I thought I'd do another story this morning. I have just been to school and one of our chicks have hatched. So I'm going to be popping back in a few hours, so I thought I'd have time to read you a story. So I've brought two little friends with me today. I've brought Mr. Bat with me today and a little mouse. And I actually made this mouse when I was little. So when I was around year 1, year 2, when I was about 6, I made this mouse with my mummy, and I've kept him ever since because I was really proud of him. So I've brought a bat with me and a mouse with me today because I thought we could read the story BatMouse. And it's written by someone called Steve Smallman. Squeak! Look, Mum, said Pip, there's a flying mouse. That's not a mouse, said Mum. It's a bat. Oh, I wish I could fly, said Pip. When I grow up, can I be a bat? You can't be a bat, said Mum. Look, you don't have any wings. So Pip made some wings out of an old cardboard box. Soon he'd be ready to take off. Look, Mum, I'm a BatMouse. Pip rushed around, squeaking his squeakiest squeak and flopping his cardboard wings up and down. But he couldn't fly. He tried again and again and again. He flapped till he flopped, tired and dizzy on the floor. Never mind, Pip, said Mum. To cheer him up, she made his favourite supper, stinky cheese and biscuit crumbs. At bedtime, Pip couldn't get comfortable. His wings kept getting caught in the covers. That's because bats hang upside down to sleep, said Mum. Pip tried laying upside down, but it was quite uncomfortable. The next morning, Pip climbed up to the top of Windy Hill. Time to fly, he squeaked. He flapped his wings as hard as he could, and Pip jumped. Bump, roll. He landed on his bottom and rolled over and over and over, all the way down the hill. Pip's head was spinning, his bottom was bruised, and his wings were tattered and torn. And then he heard a familiar sound. Squeak! It was coming from inside a little cave. The cave was dark and the cave was spooky, but Pip tried to be brave. Hello, he squeaked. Hello, said the upside down voice. I'm Albert. Who are you? Pip! And I'm a BatMouse. Really? Asked Albert. But you seem like you're the wrong way up. Oops, sorry, said Pip, and he stood on his head. Your wings look a little bit cardboardy, said Albert. My real wings haven't grown yet, said Pip. Ah, that explains it, said Albert with a smile. Well, little BatMouse, are you hungry? Pip was very hungry. Have you got any stinky cheese? Said Pip. Stinky cheese? Said Albert. Bats don't eat stinky cheese. How about a nice, juicy moth? Pip looked at the moth and burst into tears. I am not a BatMouse, he blurted. I don't want to live in a spooky cave, or eat moths, or hang upside down. But I really, really, really want to be able to fly. Then fly with me, said Albert. Just this once. He picked Pip up and carried him into the twinkly twilight sky. He soared over Windy Hill through the treetops and finally landed outside Pip's house. Well, little BatMouse, whispered Albert, do you like flying? I think so, said Pip, who felt dizzy and scared and excited all at once. Thank you, Albert. As Albert fluttered away, Pip spotted a big pile of earth. First a nose, then 2 feet, pushed their way up out of the ground. "Look, Mum!" Pip cried. "It's a digging mouse!" "That's not a mouse, Pip," said Mum. "It's a mole. When I grow up, can I be a mole?" asked Pip. "Here we go again," said Mum. If you could choose an animal to be, which one would you like to be? Do you think maybe you'd need to make wings? Or maybe you'd need to make some ears or a tail? Maybe at home, if you can find some cardboard, you could make those things that you need to try and pretend to be that animal. So for example, if you wanted to be an elephant, you could make some big cardboard ears and even a big cardboard trunk. I love this story, and I like the fact that he kept trying and trying until he got to fly. He may not have got to fly the way he thought he would, but he still got to fly in the end. And it seems like at the end, maybe he's thinking about being a mole next. And actually, on the very, very back page, there is a picture of him dressed up as a mole, and he's got wooden forks strapped to his hands so that he can pretend to dig in the mud. So I would love to hear down in the comments what animals you tried to transform into and how you did it. Did you use cardboard? Did you use junk modelling? How did you turn into your chosen animal? I think I'm going to see if I can go and turn myself into a chicken, and then I can be dressed up ready for when the rest of the chicks hopefully hatch this afternoon. So thank you very much for watching. If you do have any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. I've popped back to school earlier today and I've got most of the books that people have asked to hear. So as always, if there are any books that you have perhaps read at school and you'd like to hear them on here so you can listen to them at home, please do let me know down below and I can go and fetch them for you. I am so excited because all of the teachers at St Matthew's are having a go at filming videos and stories for you. So I know that definitely we've got a story from Miss Welch coming, we've got a story from Mrs Soal, and if we are really lucky, we may have a guest appearance from Mrs PH as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you really soon. Bye! Do I not look like an elephant?